Good morning. Welcome to the September 18th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing this morning? It's your first time here or your long time here. This is what I need to know from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. A little chilly out this morning. I did not throw on a hoodie when I went to take the kids to school, so it was a little chilly out. I'm going to see just how chilly it was, because I know that's wrong, because it says that it's 83, and it's not 83. It's like 61. So we've got that gorgeous day out there. As far as what's in the cup, we've got the Cosmic Vibe Sparkling Fruit Punch edition of Celsius here this morning we're rocking with. And the most important part of today, 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So Wednesdays for us is working on our business day. So what does that mean? Well, we've got a lot of calls. We've got this morning mindset from 8:30 to 9, or from 8:30 to 9-ish. And then we have our group mentorship call, which is from 9:30 to 10:30. If you're interested in joining that, you can do so right here below. Sign up at patreon.com/fatdadmc. It's only $20 a month. And then Wednesday is work on our business day. So instead of, like going through the production part, going through that, it's like, what can we do to really work on a business, building out websites, doing other stuff with that. So for today, our 5 things, I've got invoicing, I've got to cut glitter HTV, I've got some sheer designs to work on, we've got DTF and UV DTF that needs to go out, and then work on the business. And what does work on the business mean today? Well, that's part of today's topic to cover, is where do we go to next? And today, when I work on our business, is I'm going to be working on some copy for some Facebook ads, because that's where we're going to next. When we look at our business as a whole, before I get into that, let's check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing this morning. So when you get in, make sure to check in. Let me know who you are, where you're from, all of that fun stuff. Darren, good morning to you. Dawn, good morning. Barb, good morning. North Central Minnesota, 69. Water, it's you warmer there than here. Water in the bottle, 5 things: invoicing, create monogram templates, inbound delivery schedules, inventory organization, work on the business. That's right, work on the business Wednesday. Barb saying hi, Dawn and Darren, and hi back to Barb. And Crotum Coffee. That sounds interesting. Crotum Coffee. And Jenny's checking in. Morning, everyone. 58 degrees and water in a cup. So where do we go from here, right? Like, what does our focus need to be going forward? We've had some bangers of the last couple of weeks on DTF side of things, because as we continue to push more, look for the holes that we need to fill, try to define who our customer is and where they're at, so that way we're making sure that we're getting in front of the right people at the right time. Which is why, I got with a mentor to help us with this. To me, I feel everybody needs some type of mentorship in their life. With us, we have our private mentorship group that you can sign up right here. That's only $20 a month. I'm in a Shirt Labs, which is, the Shirt Tribe there. We've got, there's tons of businesses that are in there, and they meet a couple times a week. And then I just signed up with a mentor and paid a pretty penny for it. So I'm taking everything I can from that, and that's helping me build out ad sets and do what needs to be done in the business there. And so when we look at our business, we do everything, signs, banners, decals, magnets, yard signs, DTF, UV DTF, rhinestones, cut glitter, cut HTV. We do a lot of things, but that's the thing, is we've got, let's say, 10 different things. That means we're doing 10 things okay. We're not 100% rock solid on any of it, but we need to make that happen. So we're focusing on one thing. So the remainder of 2024 is focusing on setting up 2025 to be a 7-figure year on the DTF, UV DTF side of things. It's completely possible to do as we look for our numbers and just where we're at with it. That it's roughly to get there. Maybe, what is it? 1,000 linear feet a day to get to 7 figures on just DTF. So it could very well be possible. There's things that'll have to happen in there, but we're setting those goals on how do we backwards from that. What are we going to focus on? Well, we're going to focus on, our 1-day ship area. So if you're in 1-day ship area from us, that's where we want to focus. We're doing our best to get things out, within, that one business day. And sometimes Mondays are a little harder for that because stuff comes in on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we always take our rush orders first, and then we take any of our VIP customers second. And then it goes to our standard order. So we still, even though we're saying 2 to 3 business days, almost everything is going out the next business day, sometimes 2 business days. We had a boatload of DTF come in over the weekend through yesterday, and we're still playing catch up to get that done today. Everything is still falling in our normal 2 to 3 business days, but we really want to tighten that up and get it that if you place your order by 9 a.m., then it'll ship out that same day. That's the goal that we're working to. The goal is if you place an order at 8 o'clock, by like right now, you place an order right now, that you have it tomorrow because you're in our 1-day ship area. So that's what we're striving for. So we're building the content for that. There's more expensive places out there. There's places that take longer. There's places that are cheaper. There's places that are a little faster, but we want to set ourselves apart. We want to be your print partner. We want to be in it to win it with you. Without you, we don't succeed, and we'd like to think that we help you succeed in your business. So we're not just a number. We're here to help each other and help you grow. So that's what we're focusing on for the remainder of this year. We are going to running through some ad sets today, putting some copy together. I meet with my mentor tomorrow, and we will go through ads and see what needs to happen. And then, by the end of the month, we'll be running ads, and it should be just like a faucet. As long as we've got the right message to the right people at the right price point, then we should be great. We shouldn't have any issues with anything. And then it should be as simple as turning on that waterfall. So, if we spend, $100, do we get $1,000 in sales? How does that work? How does that look? So we're going to continuously build upon that, and I will keep you guys in the loop on it. Now, that's not saying the other stuff is going away, that we're not going to do signs, and that we're not doing banners, and we're not doing decals and stickers. We're all still doing that. We're still doing that. That is just an ancillary product. That's something that's kind of a bonus product. Like, hey, I didn't know you did that. Yep, we do that, and we can help you with that. But we need to get really tight and really good at the one core thing. And once we have that, then, okay, now let's move on to the next one, and then get that one where it needs to be. And then let's move on to this next one and get that one where it needs to be. I mean, if we can take 10 things and we can get each one of them to, 100,000 in sales in its own category, that's the $1 million project right there. If we take 5 of them and get each one to 200, that's the same way. It's just the backwards math from it. And it's something that I need to tell myself that I need to do. Something I need to hold myself accountable to make sure that things are happening that way. I need to get way better at clearly defining my goals and then the steps that need to get to those, instead of just, we're going to do this. And then I don't feel that it's important enough for me to say that we're going to do it. That's not important enough for me to act on it. So I'm really going to buckle down and make that happen. And that, it started last week when our first meeting with our mentor. We got through some stuff, and laid some things out there, and we're just continuously working towards that and seeing what we get for it. So I'm excited to see how that all plays out, which, should start happening soon. Like I said, I'll keep you in the loop of it. Who else we got checking in here? It looks like Jeff's checking in. Morning, all and Barb. 71 and sunny there in Northern Kentucky. Diet Coke in the cup. 5 things. Print, pack, 3D print, laser out another sign, get back to painting. Have you used that pre-painted wood yet? Have you used that, Jeff? I have not used it, so I'm not sure it works. But from the reviews that I'm seeing, it's pretty legit. So it might be something to keep on the horizon for. What else do I have here on my list? Look for, we're almost at the end of September, almost October. So look at the Halloween designs and the cancer designs. You'll start seeing more of those pop up on our Facebook feeds, because we are going to be pushing those. Like I said, we're going all in on the DTF and really putting in the effort to make sure that people know that we're there for them to do those type of things too. Cut glitter. That's one. That's a specialty thing that a handful of people we know do, and it's people that use us for our DTF service, and they asked, and we said, yeah, we absolutely can do that. So we're able to be that ancillary product for them. They're able to offer it. We're able to cut it. We're all able to work out. We got that cheer designs. That's something we've got 2 designs left to get approved, and we will get that built out to the at least the artwork side of it built out, so that way they can approve it. We can get the stores there. And invoicing is always good, because when we have invoicing, we get to make money. Tim, good morning to you. Jeff says, I've used the white MDF, mixed reviews. And this is This is the joys of the internet, right? Is that we can find 10 people that have 10 different experiences with it. And then when somebody creates something new, they can find 10 people that have the exact same experience with it. And those are the people that are used for their reviews, their testimonials, things like that. So then everything looks great. So yeah, I can see how mixed reviews can happen. Some people love it, some people hate it. Which, speaking of testimonials, I am going to put a link in here because I need to use help. I need to use help. If you have ordered DTF or UV DTF for you, I would love if you could go to this link and go through our little testimonial form for us. As we build out and we're finding our customer base of who we actually want to make sure that we're in front of, this is how we do it. You guys help out with that. So make sure to go here. It's just right click, copy paste, because it can be a giant to try and, yeah, I'm not repeating that, but if you do that, it will be fine. I've also used the pre-finished stuff and love it. Pre-finished will save you so much time, right? And I think that's the hidden gem of lasering goods, is that people forget, yeah, we can cut this, but it's the whole finishing side of it. The finishing side is where it's at for it. And Jeff said, GS2 Awards has budget boards, sanded and pre-finished, laser, wipe off, ready to go. So nice. That is pretty legit. Darren's 5 things. Walk Zeus, take mother to the store, chiropractor, get telephone poles, start cutting board orders that came in late last night. Oh, you need telephone poles for the Highland games, is that right? Or do you just need telephone poles? And how do you go about getting telephone poles? Like, how does that work? I guess I never thought of that. Like, how does one go about acquiring a telephone pole? Are they expensive? They've got to be expensive, right? Because it's a telephone pole, and they're made to withstand the weather and be buried. Darren's going to put me down a telephone pole rabbit hole today. Let's see. And Don says, what do I do if I have a lot of one-off DTFs? I just did 2 with the ship. I think the total was 22. I know 10 a design is too high, but made my customer so happy that now they want more. Help me understand, Don. What do I do if I have lots of one-off DTFs? I just did 2 with the ship. I think total was 22. I know 10 a design is too high, but made my customer so happy, but now they want more. So are they bringing in stuff for you to do? Help me decipher that, and we'll get it. I also have a golf towel order done. They're free. Now that doesn't help me at all. How, Darren, you're causing me rabbit holes of stuff to do. What? Used telephone poles are free around you too? How does one find this? Like, how does one find use? Off to Google, I don't because I don't free telephone poles. This is free telephone poles. What do you use them for? I guess in my area. I should put in my area, because one of the things that I've learned about T-Mobile is that it will move where our geolocation is, and sometimes it's in Minnesota, sometimes it's here, sometimes it's down south. So now how do I get free? Utility companies are best obtaining free telephone poles, or at least picking the large number of poles at a low price. Local utility companies routinely replace used poles and either send them to the recycler or sell them wholesale. Huh. I know. Ooh, fence posts with the white. Yeah. I get now. See, now in my head, I'm like, all right, so how can I get some free telephone poles? And then I can go to Harbor Freight and I can get a mill and I can cut all these things down for myself, and I can make stuff I'll never use with it. I can get a sawmill for no reason other than just to have telephone poles and to cut them down into boards. This is why I can't talk to you guys, because I find stuff like this. These are from a friend, but the others I've gotten when they were replaced them along the road. Makes sense. They want custom. You just did daddy one for me, so of course I can't get 20 out of them. I need 1 or 2, but 10 design too high. No, I don't think 10 design is too high. Like, if you, the way that we look at it is, when we get started, we had to outsource a lot of things. And so we just did orders twice a week. So we said 7 to 10 business days was turnaround time. And so we would take everything that came in during that week and then order it once. So that way you're not spending, $10 for a $2 for a 2-piece gang sheet, and then $12 to have it shipped, so you're paying $22 for that. Let's get all the orders in there, and then it brings the cost of that down. You'll go to a 10-foot gang sheet, which is going to give you 20 square foot, 20 designs. So that brings your cost down to $350 a square foot. So you're able to get more, and you're able to get more out of it. So you test different designs, you see what's going to work, and then you're able to order off of that. Try and piggyback your orders, so that way you can order multiple things at one time. And really, if you're doing one-off shirts, $25 should be the minimum on it. I know we can't talk pricing because it's price fixing, apparently. So we're not specifically supposed to say that, but anytime you do a one-off single shirt for somebody, I don't see any especially if it's multicolor things, I don't see any reason that it's not a minimum of $25. Now, there are customers that will continuously order throughout the year here and there on different things, so you can adjust pricing accordingly. But if your just base is $25 a shirt, you're rock and roll. If they are tall enough, a pole shed. Oh, now I'm even thinking more. I don't know, Jeff. Aren't telephone poles? I don't know. Can I mill them? Can I mill them and build a fence out of it? Because if it's infused with something, that should be ever. I want to know. Barb says they're treated. Brian coming late. Did you see the naughty holiday ornament discounts on Homestyle? I did not, Brian. I did not. Damn it. I'm writing it down to go check it out. Homestyle designs. Because I'll do that. Okay. Save it. Okay, because your DTF is amazing. I love to hear that. Thank you so much for that, Dawn. Because we do our best to make sure we get things out that are great products, and we're not perfect. Like, we've missed stuff. There's times when I have Brian's a great example of this, where I think he submitted 80 linear feet. We had 100 linear feet, and I forgot one of the gang sheets. It's like, we're missing something. So, we got it printed, overnighted to him, so we had it the next day. But we're doing our best to make sure that those, problems are few and far in between. And when they happen, we own up to it. We screw things up. Things happen, but we own up our mistakes and make sure that we correct them for it. Darren says, I'm thinking about using several for posts for my porch, and others I'll use to make strongman logs and other equipment. That's what I'm thinking. See? Did you get rid of your plasma table? Because you could just get a mill to replace it, get a sawmill, and then you can just make all kinds of stuff. No, okay, we got it. Minimum 25 and up. Yep, minimum 25 and up. Barb says she wouldn't mill them, and Barb knows her stuff with it when it comes to this. Because Barb, could we use these to? Could I use them as could I cut them into square for retaining walls? Could I do that? That's what I'm thinking. There's part of the yard in the hill that we want to dig out and put another pool there, but it's where do you want to dig out the hill? And that's what I got to figure out, is that retaining wall type of thing. So I know you're big in the pier side of things and dockside, which that kind of goes hand in hand, right? Because I'm retaining dirt. I don't know. You'll tell me. They make great deck supports. Now what am I going to do? Most telephone poles are treated with preservatives such as creosote to protect them from environmental damage. The pole is placed in a pressure cylinder during processing. So I'm going to go find how it's made on telephone poles, because that's the way that we're going to go today. I definitely feel that. No, work on the business day. It's Wednesday. We're working on the business today. In between this and the next call, I'll be setting up artwork so I can cut glitter during the beginning of that first call. And then it's all work on the business. I'll work on the copy. It's all work on the things that way. Everything is set up for DTF currently. There's a couple bad pieces of art that we're working with people on. I'm really close, I feel, to pulling the trigger to have a VA take care of that side of the things for me. I'm working with my mentor to go through that process and how to make sure that it can efficiently and effectively be done. So then a lot of that part of it becomes hands off for me. Right now, every order that comes in goes through the system, and even before I dump it into the print manager, it's like, here, we just want to review things, which it can be time consuming, and if I can have somebody do that part for me, it frees up time to out of the business to work on the business. So, we're almost there for it. That's what I was thinking, Tim. Maybe they have a show on how it's made. I love that show. I know. I like things I never even thought of how it was made, and now I want to know how it's made because of that. Yeah, that would work. I'd cut it in cubes, use a chainsaw. Okay, so new. Is the glitter new? Is which part of the glitter new? Uh, what part? What's what glitter new? Like cut glitter? We've always done cut glitter HTV. We won't do glitter DTF. It just doesn't hold up well. It only looks. It don't. To me, I only feel it looks really good under stage lighting, and then it's only good for a few washes. We couldn't find anything that was going to stick around more than 15 washes. Was kind of the limit on it. Even the sparkle started really going after that first wash. So on the glitter DTF, I haven't found anything that's there yet. In fact, any of those specialty films that people are pushing, you're going to see people start pushing the glow in the dark DTF here if they're not already doing it here in the next week or so for Halloween stuff. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. It's trash. The holographic trash. The glitter trash. But it's a money grab. That's what they're printed glitter on an eco-solvent printer. Phenomenal. Regular cut HTV glitter, top notch. So those are things that we offer as alternatives, and that's where we'll go with it. Brian said telephone poles and railroad ties make great retention walls. I knew railroad ties, which is that something else than railroad ties. Like, who's got the free source on railroad ties? So I'll start looking at all that. Telephone poles, railroad ties. Who's got the hookup? Do you make custom UV DTF cup wraps? We do. Do I have one? Let me see if I have one here. I don't think I have a wrap close by, but I'm looking over on Corey's shelf to see if she has anything over there. I do not see anything close over on hers. But UV DTF, what do I have that's close that has UV DTF? This one has UV DTF. So that's this logo here. That's UV DTF. So we do have some. But yeah, you create the design, no problem printing it. We just did a bunch of things for the Miss Baker's Nice Girl Airs tour. We did a bunch of stuff for the Sparkle Expo cruise. And then those were wraps, and we'll put together. We did pen wraps for them. We did quite a bit. But that's the thing is we don't have those like standalone wraps ready to go on our site. Is it something that we could build to? Yes. But if it's not something that I'm super passionate about and that it's going to move the needle enough, I'm not doing it currently. Somebody can submit the artwork, print and ship, no problem. But to go through and build all that out, that's where I need to make sure. My next big order, you're cutting the glitter. We can cut the glitter. Our price. Oh, look, Corey's bringing it. So this was a wrap. So we did this for the Sparkle Expo. And so that was a wrap all the way around. This one the glitter holographic one, but that's what it was. This is the wrap that we created for that cruise and their stuff. So yeah, we do have those. We do have the wraps that we're able to do for it and put it on things. Just need to know what you want. Let's see. Good to know. See, now you know. You get railroad ties free if you find the right place. See, so now we got telephone poles and railroad ties because I'm about this. How poles are made. How poles are made, right? This is I just gave 6 away to my buddy. I didn't like seeing them in my driveway anymore. Look way better out there, and can park better with railroad ties. If for us, we've got a hill that's at the top of our yard, and then a hill that goes down to the bottom part of our yard, and on the one side, on the west side of the property, no, south side of the property, that's where the pool and trampoline and things like that are. Well, over the years, the neighbors' trees behind us have grown exponentially, and so now it covers the pool with shade, so it doesn't get used a whole lot. The other side of the yard was where we had a tree that fell, during 2020. And now it's sun all the time and nothing in the way. So we're like, well, we could just move the pole there, but that would require digging out part of the hill to make it work, digging out part of the hill. Now we've got to create a retaining system to be able to have that there. What do we need to do? It's, step after step after step. So might as well start exploring that now. That's what I need. Hey, you create the wrap, Don. We can go ahead and do it. Just my hockey has approved the UV DTF for those big hockey bags, so I'll let you know how they go. He's okay with them cracking possibly. Good. That's how we know. We figure things out. When I did get questioned on UV DTF and DTF, best scenarios to use them. So for UV DTF, hard goods. Hard goods is where I go with UV DTF. Soft goods is where I go with regular DTF. Those are kind of my rules that I stick to. Sure, you can flex around with them depending on what it is, but those are the good rule for them. If it's soft and flexible, then you want to go with the DTF. If it's a hard substrate, you're going to want to go that has no movement on it. You'll be good with the UV DTF. So that's what we got there. Just that I posted a YouTube link, but that's not how utilities pulled. All right. I'm putting it in my stuff to watch today. All right, with that, I've got stuff to do before a call. We're in our mentorship community. That call starts in 33 minutes. We'll get that set up right there. If you're not, you can go right here and sign up, and then you're able to rock solid off of that. We've got our call 9:30 to 10:30, and then work on the business call from 11 to 3. I will be dipping out of that because it's Wednesdays. Kids get out of school early. And so I'll be dipping out of that to go get them, and I might go look at a car. Oh, we're gonna go sit in it. We're gonna go sit in it to see if it fits how we want it to fit, and then we'll know. So we might go play around with that. Always a busy day, always fun. We're going to continue to build our business. I can't wait to share some of the copy I came up with in there to get your guys' opinions on it, because that's what we're there for. We're there to help each other out. So we'll continue to do that. All right. Until next time, you guys have an amazing day. Remember, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you then.